Now, race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome Sprint customer Aaron Thomas.
Let's find out who wants $1 million. Gentlemen, start your engine!
Let's go racing in the All-Star race, boys!
We talked about the restarts, and Darrell, we saw right there, Clint Boyer couldn't get going. That's going to be the key at the end of this race, making sure you get a good start. Clint's 0 for 1 on that.
I've never seen anybody that can restart the way that 18 car does. He is awesome.
Busch, Biffle, Boyer, 3-car breakaway.
Got to watch these early laps because these cars get a little bit pushy on the low air pressure, and it takes a couple of laps for them to settle in.
We've talked about all the power these Fords have. Darrell, you put one up high and keep it wound up, she really goes in.
New leader, Greg Biffle.
New leader, 16. Nice and smooth now.
I'm sure Kyle Busch will realize that maybe I need to get up high here in a lap or two. You got to try that high line if you want to pass somebody.
These pit crews that participated in the challenge the other night to see who had the fastest pit crew head-to-head, they're going to go head-to-head again right here.
Carl Edwards running in the second position, has an excellent car on throttle coming off the corner. That's where you really want it to stick. Matt.
Kyle Busch said around lap 19, the car flipped the switch and it went to the tight side. He waved off a track bar adjustment, just air pressure, Steve.
Matt, Casey Kane said his car had gotten tight in the center, but as the laps went down, he said he was starting to get loose, getting in and off. So they're going to make a chassis adjustment on the number 4 Toyota 4 Casey Kane.
Biffle leads them off pit road with Edwards. We are under green. And you see positions gained or lost. Everyone coming out pretty much in the order in which they went in.
This is Kyle Busch coming off turn 4 there. Got a lot of steering wheel into it. Coming down through the front straightaway here. Hit it off into turn 1. Now watch him crank this thing down in there. Nice and smooth.
Now,
Doesn't move it much at all.
I'm thinking you want to see that steering wheel just slightly to the left and not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, it's perfect the way he's holding it right now.
1 lap to halftime. For the 3rd straight year, the first segment of the All-Star race has run caution-free. And Greg Biffle is going to bring it home here. Kyle Busch led 4 laps. Biffle's led 45. Make it 46 as he comes by. As we're ready for the restart, 50 to go. 20, 20, and 10. 3 segments. $1 million at the finish. Carl Edwards brings him down. Green flag.
Carl was ready.
Denny Hamlin jumps to the outside. Oh. Very wide.
Oh, Biff. Hold her down, bud. Man, that was almost big.
Jimmy Johnson takes advantage. He's 3rd. Alongside Casey Kane for 2nd. Here comes 5-time in the number 5.
He's a big mover tonight. He's got a fast car.
Kyle Busch 4th. Greg Biffle in 5th. Regan Smith up for 6th against the 17 of Kenseth.
Oh, we got a gaggle. A little bit of a problem right here, getting awfully tight.
Boyer and David Rudiman may have some words about that restart.
Rudiman's going to give. See, you can do that here. You can push a guy down that back straightaway here, but you got to get off of him before he gets to the corner, or you'll wreck him.
Unless it's the last lap, and then you might just
plan on wreck him.
You plan on staying on him.
Yeah.
Oh, in the wall, Casey Kane. There might have been contact from Biffle, but Kane's in the fence. Yellow is out.
All right, bud.
What a shame.
What kind of damage you got? None, never touched him.
There you go.
There's a little mark on the left rear corner of Casey's car, but the angle's not conclusive.
I think getting in, I think it's almost that bump draft thing I was talking about. You can push a guy in a straight line, but you got to get off of him or you'll turn him around when you get to the corner. That could be what happened there. We just got to get a better look at it.
Carl Edwards elects the outside lane for the restart. Jimmy Johnson inside. Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, David Reagan, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, the top 10. Green flag.
Jimmy Johnson was pretty good on that restart. Oh man, look at it going down into one.
3 wide.
Man, I'm glad that's the best drivers in the world.
Oh, Kurt Busch just nudged David Reagan aside. And here comes Hamlin on the bottom. Regan Smith takes him 3 wide with Rudeman.
Boy, he's not giving him a whole lot. Rudeman's not giving him a whole lot of room right there for Regan Smith, and that's going to get tight.
Rudeman made a good decision there. He said, I better back off. I mean, I want to go in that hole, but there ain't room in there.
All right, in 2 laps, one of these 2 pockets 25 grand for being the segment leader. Who will it be?
It's going to be Carl if Jimmy runs up that hill. Look at that. Look at Carl go down that back straightaway. Oh my gosh. Like he had a turbo.
69 complete. Caution at lap 70. And then the option to make a pit stop. Kyle Busch 3rd, Kenseth, Gordon the top 5, Biffle 6th, Stewart, Hamlin, Kurt, and Rudeman. The field cycles through. And now 3 of the top 10 cars started deep in the field. As yellow is out. Hamlin started 15th, Kurt Busch 16th, Rudeman 18th. They're all in the top 10.
Stay out, stay out.
Whoa!
Everybody! Trick! I tricked him.
70 of 100 laps, 2 of 4 segments complete. Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch will lead them to the green. Carl takes the inside. Jeff Gordon, Greg Biffle, Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, David Rudeman, Jamie Mack, Regan Smith, and Mark Martin. This segment is 20 laps. It'll take us to lap 90.
Whoa, Carl spun the heck out of his tires, and he couldn't get going. And man, look what it did.
Jeff Gordon was on the move, realized he couldn't clear Kyle Busch, and eased it off into the corner.
Remember I told you when we started I need to work on my restarts? That was going to be the key.
Man, but we got to give Carl some left side tires eventually, Darrell.
Well, I think that was what was wrong. Those tires had got a bunch of buildup on them. He didn't clean them up enough. That thing would not go when they dropped the green flag. Wouldn't count that 11.
Uh-oh, got a little tight, the 18 did. Ran up the hill, and it gave Carl a run down on the bottom.
Carl ought to be able to pass him this time down there in the 3 and 4. Get that bottom going here.
Wow, look at Edwards pack it into the corner.
Clear by 2.
And a new leader, Carl Edwards. The yellow flag waves. With 10 laps to go.
Just think, only 10 laps to go, Michael.
And Brad Keselowski gets another free pass. Now he's only 1 lap down.
This could be the best 10 laps of the year. I mean, this thing is set up to where we've got the stars at the front, and they're going to dangle $1 million in front of them, boys, and say, run 2 laps and go get it.
10 green flag laps, $1 million to win it. Carl Edwards gets a little bit of a jump, and it's on.
So does Greg Biffle, man. He is right there. Boy, this is where Greg has had a hard time keeping his car on the bottom, but he does it this time.
Kyle Busch hangs tough on the outside, runs good through 1 and 2, and has
got the momentum. Biffle likes that bottom if he can hold it. Can he hold it? No, he's going to have to get out of the gas a little bit. Kyle's going to clear him.
Edwards, Busch, Biffle, and Rudeman, the front 4.
I tell you, that 99 is so stout tonight, though. Man, he can just go where he wants to. He's got a great car coming up off the corner like a rocket. Look at that. That's $1 million just right up there, just right up in front of you. Going up there and get it.
Once he got his car turned, he didn't even need to finish turning his car. You know, it would kind of turn, and he would hammer the throttle, and it would just continue to turn and just drive up off the corner. And that's what we look for every week. But it would drive up off straight. You know, it wouldn't be loose. You know, he could just keep the power down and stay committed to it.
3/10 quicker than Edwards that lap.
He is coming big time. Look at this gap right. Look at it close in 3 and 4.
Lap and a half to go.
Oh, they want it so bad, Darrell. You know that.
White flag.
He's going to catch Carl going into turn 3. Don't know if he can do anything with him or not, but he's going to catch him.
Edwards on the bottom.
Kyle just said he waited too long to move up. I think if he had moved up sooner, he might have caught Carl and had a shot at him, but it's going to be too little too late.
2 more corners for $1 million. Edwards comes up a groove. Busch close, but not close enough. Carl Edwards wins the Sprint All-Star Race and $1 million.
All right, baby. Awesome work, Mr. Ed.
Here he comes.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, boy.
He just tore his car all to pieces. He hit this manhole down there. He tore it up.
Sorry about that.
He tore the whole front off of it.
Carl Edwards becomes the 8th different winner of the Sprint All-Star Race in the last 8 years, and he wants to go celebrate with the fans.
That's $1 million. We just won $1 million.
1.2.
1 point. Well, they added 20. That's great. Thank you very much, Brent. I really appreciate that.